Oftentimes when we're delivering a public speech, we feel nervous. And as I've said, that's normal. So one of the first things that you can do to reduce your nervousness during delivery is to anticipate the reactions that your body is going to have. So you can do things like practice deep breathing and have specific notes to yourself so that you don't forget important parts of your speech. If you are doing deep breathing exercises before your speech, this can counteract the effects of excess adrenaline. So all of these chemicals are going through our body and it's making us so nervous, and just taking a deep breath can be really calming and really help make us less nervous. In addition, we can prepare ahead of time and have our notes on note cards and put little symbols all over our note cards to remind us to take pauses and to breathe or slow down or whatever it is that you need in those notes. Have those ready to go so that on the day of, you can just look at your note cards and remember everything that you wanted to do during your speech. In addition, if possible, move around the room a little bit to get off some nervous energy if you need to, but have those movements planned. Put those notes in your note cards as well. Next, it's helpful if you focus more on your audience rather than yourself while you're giving a speech. You want to establish direct eye contact with your audience members and make sure that you are speaking to them as though they are people, because this will help you to stop focusing on yourself and the fact that your hands are shaking or the fact that you can hear a quiver in your voice or whatever it is. Focusing on your audience and focusing on your speech will help you take the focus off of yourself and help you become less nervous. In addition, you want to make sure that you maintain your sense of humor throughout the speech. So if something wonky happens and you drop your note cards or you accidentally show a visual aid when you weren't supposed to, or whatever happens, don't be afraid to laugh at yourself a little bit. I do it all the time because I make mistakes all the time, because I know that I am not a perfect person. So if you make little mistakes here and there, don't be afraid to just laugh it off if it was noticeable to your audience. In addition, you can use some of the following stress management techniques. First, you can visualize a positive outcome. Visualizing success and having images of relaxation in your mind can help you create a more positive outcome. Because if you are visualizing your speech going in a certain way, your speech is much more likely to go in that way, right? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way. If we imagine that our speech is going to go well, then it's probably going to go well, or at the very least, it's going to go as best as it can. But if we visualize a negative outcome instead, and we think that we are going to mess up our speech, or that we're going to forget it, or whatever the case is, if we're being negative, then we're probably going to have those negative outcomes because we won't put the work in and because we just know that it's going to be bad. So visualizing a positive outcome can actually make a huge difference when it comes to your nerves. And finally, seek out opportunities to give public speeches wherever and whenever they occur. Because again, the more practice that you have when it comes to public speaking, the more certain that you'll be in public speaking situations, the less new that it will be to you, and therefore, the less nervous that you will be overall. So these are just some of the things that you can do to reduce your nervousness while you are giving a speech.